Imagine a perfect summer day. The year is 1954, sunlight dances on a pristine lake in Oklahoma. A group of 11-year-old boys arrives at a summer camp, unaware they are about to become part of a groundbreaking experiment. These boys, all carefully selected to be physically and emotionally healthy, believe they are in for weeks of hiking, swimming, and campfire stories. Little do they know, their every interaction is being meticulously observed. This is Robbers Cave State Park, and these boys are the subjects of a study that will change how we understand conflict and cooperation. Behind this ambitious experiment was Muzafer Sharif, a Turkish-American social psychologist. Having witnessed the horrors of war and ethnic conflict firsthand, Sharif dedicated his life to understanding the roots of prejudice and aggression. He believed that by studying group behavior in a controlled setting, he could unlock the secrets to promoting peace and cooperation. The Robbers Cave experiment was his attempt to answer a crucial question: what ignites conflict between groups, and how can we extinguish those flames? The experiment unfolded in 3 distinct phases. In the first phase, the boys were divided into 2 groups, the Eagles and the Rattlers. Initially unaware of the other group's existence, each group spent a week bonding over shared activities. They built campfires, swam in the lake, and created their own flags and team names. Strong friendships formed, and a sense of group identity emerged. Each group developed its own norms, leadership structures, and even a unique dialect. The stage was set for the next phase of the experiment competition. The researchers introduced competition between the Eagles and Rattlers. They organized a series of contests including baseball games, tug-of-war, and treasure hunts. The prizes? Desirable items like pocket knives and medals, symbols of victory and dominance. Almost immediately, the friendly competition escalated into open hostility. The boys began name-calling, raiding each other's cabins, and even engaging in physical fights. The once peaceful camp had transformed into a battleground fueled by prejudice and aggression. Section 5. Understanding Conflict, the Science of Us versus Them. The Robbers Cave experiment offered compelling evidence for what Sharif termed realistic conflict theory. This theory posits that conflict arises when groups compete for limited resources, status, or power. The mere presence of an outgroup, in this case the rival team, was enough to trigger prejudice and discrimination. The boys favored their own group, attributing positive qualities to their members while demonizing the other group. This in-group bias, often rooted in fear and a desire for superiority, became the driving force behind the escalating conflict. Section 6. Building Bridges, a Shared Thirst for Peace. The final phase of the experiment focused on conflict resolution. Simply bringing the boys together for pleasant activities like watching movies proved ineffective. The animosity persisted. However, when the researchers introduced superordinate goals, challenges that required both groups to cooperate, the dynamics shifted dramatically. For example, the researchers staged a breakdown of the camp's water supply, forcing the Eagles and Rattlers to work together to fix the problem. These shared challenges fostered interdependence and gradually broke down the barriers between the groups. Section 7. Echoes of Robbers Cave. Lessons for a Divided World. The Robbers Cave experiment, though conducted over 70 years ago, holds profound implications for our world today. It reminds us that conflict is not an inevitable consequence of human nature. Prejudice and aggression can be overcome by promoting cooperation and understanding. Just as the boys at Robbers Cave set aside their differences when faced with a common goal, we too can bridge divides by focusing on shared challenges. This might involve addressing climate change, combating poverty, or promoting global health. Section 8. A Universe United, the Power of Common Goals. As we gaze out at the universe, we see a vast expanse dotted with billions of galaxies, each containing billions of stars. From this cosmic perspective, our planet appears as a tiny, fragile oasis. Our shared existence on this pale blue dot underscores the importance of cooperation and understanding. The Robbers Cave experiment reminds us that we are all part of one human family, capable of overcoming our differences and working together towards a brighter future. By embracing our common humanity and focusing on shared goals, we can create a world where cooperation triumphs over conflict.
Like, subscribe and comment to join the conversation about the forces shaping our world.